Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we have like tons of royalty here in the house. We're so excited to have our Jackson Apple Festival queens for this year. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. And Little Queen too, right? Yes. Okay. Very, very good. And today is Tuesday, which means the festival officially kicks off around what? Noon?
Noon. And the opening ceremonies are not till 4.
Okay. But we'll be open at noon, which means you can go and get all your festival goodies and food and all that fun stuff. And today's actually a really good day to go because the weather's going to be gorgeous all week. You guys, you lucked out.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. But it won't be quite as crazy as tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a wild day. But while you guys are here, we would love for you to kind of go down the line and introduce yourselves if you would.
Okay. I'm Abby Plants, your 2023 Jackson Apple Festival Queen.
I'm Kylie Duncan, your 2023 Jackson Apple Festival First Attendant.
I'm Deanna Houston. I'm your 2023 Jackson Apple Festival Second Attendant.
Hi, I'm Jalen Willis, your 2022 Jackson Apple Festival Little Miss.
Well, welcome, girls. You all are so lovely, and we're so happy to have you spend your morning with us. Not that you weren't happy to get out of school about it. So where are you all from?
We're all seniors at Jackson High School.
Oh, okay. So all from Jackson.
Except
Are
for Jalen.
you from Jackson, too? Yeah. Okay. Are you a senior as well?
She doesn't know.
What grade are you in? Third grade? Who's your teacher?
Miss Grigsby.
Miss Grigsby, huh? Okay. What school do you go to?
Northview Elementary.
Northview. All right. So a long time ago, I went to Northview, but it was called Lick, and it was a middle school back then.
Really?
Yeah. That was way before your time. That was a few years ago, we like to say. Back before I was the horse queen. Yeah. They got to see the horse queen picture. So we're so happy to have you here. And so I know that you girls have been traveling quite a bit this summer.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about some of your adventures?
So we were crowned this past April on the Saturday before Easter. And since then, we have been traveling all around the state of Ohio. We started out with Pike County Dogwood Festival, which was the morning after our prom, which was fun.
Oh,
And
my.
Then,
It's very tired.
Yeah.
And we've gone all the way up to Millersport, Ohio, which is east of Columbus for the Sweet Corn
Kind
Festival.
of Buckeye Lake-ish.
Yes,
Yeah.
right near there. And then last week we were at the Ohilka Festival over in Wellston. So at all of these festivals that we've traveled to, we'll be in a parade. And everyone will see our float that says Jackson Apple Festival, third full week in September.
Yes.
And we will usually have a Queen's Luncheon where we'll see all the other festival queens and we'll eat and we'll chat. And it's just a really good opportunity to meet people from all across Ohio and to see all these different communities and then share part of our community with them.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of like one of the cool things is, you all are crowned, and then because you were chosen to represent our entire community for a year. That's pretty cool. That's kind of a weight on your shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta be good and do all the queenly things, right?
Yes. I really enjoy all the community service we've gotten to do. They got to go to the Jackson Library and got to read to little
Yes.
girls.
Yeah,
Aw.
The parades
Mhm.
we've gone to. And we recently went to a nursing home up by Holzer. And that was really nice.
Yeah, we also got to walk at the sidewalk market, so we got to support local businesses, small businesses. So it was great to see all these people who are working so hard in our town.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
such a good attitude. So thank you for your service too, on top of just being a queen.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah. Aw, good answer. Okay, so let's talk about your favorite fairs and festivals. Which one have you all liked the best?
Does Jalen want to start with?
Probably my Christmas parade.
Where was that? Like here in Jackson?
Was it Jingle Bell or was it Jackson?
Jackson.
The Jackson Christmas parade? Did you get to dress all up and like Santa Claus? Did you?
For me, I would have to say the Feast of Flowering Moon because they do the Indian dance there. And
Yes.
so we got to like dance in a little circle with all the other queens and got
Yeah.
pictures with them.
Mhm.
And honestly, Feast of Flowering Moon, they had the best food at all the luncheons. Like I went up and got seconds.
What
It
did
was
they
that good.
have?
They had Dakotas or
Texas Roadhouse,
Oh,
with the
nice.
butter and the rolls.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Can't go wrong with that.
My favorite festival was the Millersport Sweet Corn Festival because we stayed up super late on a school night and rode a bunch of rides, and we got to get a little closer with the Wild Turkey Festival girls.
Oh, cool.
And my favorite food, though, that came from festivals was from the Commercial Point, and they had a red velvet funnel cake, which I couldn't finish, but I wanted to just
It was good.
eat
As
all of
if
it.
a funnel cake is not sweet enough, they go with red velvet. Interesting.
It was so good.
I'll bet. How about you?
My favorite festival was the Nelsonville Parade of the Hills.
Mm-hmm.
I never been to Nelsonville before, but it is a really cute little downtown. And the tea was good with the queens. It was in a historic opera house. And then that's been one of my favorite parades. It's been one of the biggest that we've been in. And there was a lot of people there and a lot of people that stayed to watch the stage when the queens introduced themselves, which usually it's like 4 people. So that was a nice change.
Yeah.
And we got to ride some rides with the Wild Turkey Festival girls. They had a carousel that was actually our size. Usually they just have the ones
Yeah, like
for the little kids,
Yeah.
but we could actually fit on this one in our ball gowns, which was nice.
fun.
And then that's also where I had my favorite food of a festival. This one had the Dole Whip. Like, I think I got pineapple or raspberry. I don't remember.
Did you mix it?
I got.
I think I mixed it.
So you
it
can
was
mix
very
them
good.
together.
Yeah.
It's like just like they have at Disney. It's almost like a frozen yogurt, but made with fruit. It
was
was
good.
very good.
We got a
Yeah.
lot of good pictures there too. Like how
Yeah.
you said it was this like small hometown. Like we got really good pictures taken there.
Yeah, and the
That was
opera
a good-
house is just
Yes.
really
It was
cool.
We all like
Mhm.
plopped down in our dresses in there, so they were all like laid out on the floor. We looked very very
Regal.
The
pretty.
streets were really pretty too. They
Like
had a nice
princessy.
fountain.
Yeah.
And there's the big chair there where they had the boot factory.
Yes, they had a
Forget the
giant
name.
chair.
I want to say
Rocky shoes and boots.
yes. They
Yes.
had a giant lawn chair, and all
We
three
all
of us
three.
sat in the giant lawn chair and took a photo, which was really fun.
Did you put boots on with your dresses?
Not at that one. We did at our county fair luncheon though for Jackson County
Did
Fair.
ya?
We wore boots and sundresses.
They were
Nice.
supposed to be old boots, but I got new boots for it.
They got dirty though. from
Yeah,
walking
now
around the
they're
fair.
dirty.
Now they're old
As
boots.
long as you got a little dust on your boots, it doesn't matter how
Yeah.
old or new they are.
You're right.
Yes, absolutely. I had some dust on my boots when I was the horse
Horse.
queen.
Queen.
Yeah. So you guys brought me apples. You want to tell us about that? Because apples are on sale at the Apple
Yes.
Festival.
Yes.
The Jackson Apple Festival.
Yep,
There
right
you
by
go.
the stage. There will be
Yes.
So you can actually buy bags of apples there.
Yeah.
And they are from Furman's Orchard. They're out of Wheelersburg, which is
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had a debate. What do you all think about this? We decided off the air, the girls and I, that we could change the Apple Festival to the Pizza Roll Festival because not only are pizza rolls super delicious, a lot of them are made right here
Yeah.
in Jackson County.
Almost
Yeah.
all the little queens say they love pizza rolls and cotton candy. So.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
but what would a pizza roll float look like?
That's a great question.
An oven.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
never mind.
it could be an oven.
Oh,
we,
you guys could sit in the
we
oven.
could be the
that
little
wouldn't
pizza
be weird at
rolls
all.
in the oven.
The colors would have to be like brown, just different
Yeah.
shades.
Brown
of
and
brown,
red
tan,
and-
and yellow.
Yeah.
Green
It would-
and I don't even
The
know.
Apple Festival is much prettier,
yeah,
and more
let's
picturesque.
stick with the Apple
They're more
Festival.
elegant. Yeah.
But it was a good idea, I
Yeah.
thought.
I
Maybe
do
we could
like pizza
start
roll.
a pizza roll festival, like in addition to.
Yeah.
Moonville just started a new festival, so I guess you can start a festival anywhere. Start a pizza roll festival somewhere.
You can. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So our little Miss Queen has been, so your reign is a little bit different than the big girls, right? So you are, you will actually crown a new little queen at the end of this Apple Festival, right? Are you sad about that?
Kinda.
Yeah. Or maybe ready to give it up to another little girl to have fun? No?
Kinda.
She'll miss us.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
We'll miss
miss
her.
you.
Look at that. She's so cute.
Yeah.
So what do you all get to do this week at the Apple Festival?
So we do a lot. We're
I
gonna
know,
start
like-
before the festival actually opens and visit where they're making fudge and making apple butter.
We get to
Mhm.
churn the butter.
Yeah.
There's apple peeling contest
Stir.
today.
You can't stop stirring the butter or it burns, just to let you know.
Yes.
There's some serious pressure there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, really. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying there's apple peeling contest at 2 today.
Yes. James was crazy and gave me a knife, but I'm not going to pretend like I know how to peel an apple unless you guys want to practice right here.
I think it's just kind of gonna be. It is what it is.
I'm just gonna let my
Like, there's
adrenaline-
no
see what
practicing
happens,
now that's going to
happens.
help for later, right?
I've only ever used the apple peelers where you put it on the machine and you turn it and it spirals and cuts
You
it
know
for
what?
you. So
That would be really funny if one of you had
I just-
put it under
I
your
bring it
chair
down.
and like brought it with you and be like, shh,
It would-
take that, Betty Tilly.
it would fit under my big ball gown. I could fit like enough for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Under
that's
my big
fair.
ball gown.
I think, yeah, because if anybody can dethrone Betty Tilly, good luck with that.
So
Yeah.
20, 25 years.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, a really long time.
That's
I think
impressive.
your apple peeler probably wouldn't beat Betty
Probably
Tilly.
No.
But so you guys get to do that, and we'll go over the festival events here in a minute. But what are the things that you all have laid out here on the table? You want to tell our viewers about that?
So these are some of the items that we have at our booth that you can buy. We have a hat that says the Jackson Apple Festival, established in 1937. So you can stop by and grab that.
And where is the booth?
Where's the booth?
Front of the Cambrian.
Front of the
Right.
Okay,
kids.
Front
that's
of
what
the
I thought, but
Cambrian.
I was
Right
just
by the stage.
right
by
beside the
stage.
stage. Okay, and a big apple man there.
Yeah, if I could grab it.
Is that to
Stick
put
it-
in your?
You stick it in your yard, in the grass like that, and then
Or you could kill a vampire with it.
Yeah, or we could start peeling apples with it.
Yes.
I think it has to be wood to get a vampire.
Oh, wooden. Oh, shoot.
But you can put these in your yard to show your love for the Apple Festival,
I think that's adorable.
and it's great.
Super cute.
I love pins, and let me tell you why I love collecting them. And so at our booth, we also have an Apple Man pin.
Who
and-
doesn't want an apple man?
I know.
It's
pin?
adorable.
Put it on your sash, put it on your bag,
I'm
carry
gonna
around
go get
with
one.
you.
I have a bag with
Yeah.
enamel pins from when I go on
It's
vacation.
really
I
cute.
usually get one as a souvenir, so I'll have to get
That's
one
Such a good idea.
closer to home.
And then also we have an Apple Man magnet, so you can put it on your fridge, and so you can not just be reminded of the Apple Festival for the third week of September, but remember it all year round.
Love that. To celebrate kind of our heritage here in the area. That is so good. All right. Well, do you girls want to go over the schedule of events for this week, because
Sure.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, we'd love to.
I guess we'll start with today, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So this Tuesday, the festival opens at noon, and then at 2:00 is the infamous apple peeling contest. At 2:30 they will start the booth and window display judging. That's sponsored by Southern Ohio Smiles. The opening ceremonies will be at 4 at the main Jaffe stage, and the JHS marching band will be there. The majorettes and flag corps will perform, and then we will have our official crowning on the stage. by the Grand Marshal this year, Mark Carmen. And then there will be the Baton Corps show at 5:30. The Ouijians?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mess it up every time I say that word. So
Well, they will be sponsored by Southern Ohio Cremation Services at 6 p.m. on the Jaffe stage. Music by Frank Grasso at 7 p.m. on the General Mills stage. And then tonight, the big event is the lip sync contest on the Jaffe stage at 8:30, sponsored by Total Media. We will be doing the intermission show for that.
okay, are you going to give any spoilers?
We should keep it as a surprise.
We'll keep it a surprise.
But it's very trendy.
Okay, I was gonna say, give us one hint.
We will be wearing pink for tonight.
Okay, I think I figured it out already.
That will be the end of Tuesday's events.
Okay.
Okay, so for Wednesday, September 20th, it is Adena Health System Day. At 9 a.m., there will be the preschool parade, sponsored by Big O Amusement. From 12 to 4, all rides you can ride are free, which is sponsored by Adena Health System. At 11, the annual school parade will take place with the local bands and Little Queen finalists, which is sponsored by McDonald's. And the Little Queen's float is sponsored by Andrea's Prom and Bridal. From 12 p.m., Rockin' Reggie will perform. At 12:30, the Oco High School Band will perform. At 1 p.m., the infamous blizzard eating contest will take place, which is sponsored by Dairy Queen. At 2:30, a big wheel race will happen. At 3 p.m., Crooked Foot will perform. At 3:30 p.m., the apple pie eating contest will happen. At 4:30
Wait,
p.m.,
there's an apple pie eating or just apple pie contest?
It's
apple pie eating.
What? Since when?
Since this year.
I will be in. I'm looking forward to competing in
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh.
Like you can't eat with your hands?
Yeah,
Or-
you can't
They
eat with
said
your
that-
hands.
yeah.
And
Oh!
They said the pies were going to be about this big.
last year they had it where they were the Little Debbie like tiny pies, and it was how many you could eat, which I don't think would go as well. I would be miserable the rest of the day.
Yeah, that would
But
be bad.
I'm gonna try to do the how fast you can eat the pie contest, but you can't use your hands. So
You just bury your face in the apple pie.
Love it. Okay, sorry. We digress.
You're fine. At 4:30, the apple bobbing contest will happen.
So wash off all the pie on your face.
There
on
you
the
go.
apple pie contest.
Ew.
And then at 8:45 p.m., the Apple Festival Got Talent contest will happen, which is sponsored by Sherwood Folks Insurance Agency.
Are you all competing in that as well?
I did not know
I
that
don't
was
believe
Do
happening.
you not have talent?
I'm not as talented as the horse queen.
Oh.
Yes.
I wonder if I brought a horse up and rode it around, if anyone would be like, yeah,
She's so
so talented. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching the talent show,
Yeah.
but I'm not the best singer, and I also am not good at like
said you had to sing.
juggling or gymnastics or any of those talents that look cool.
Yeah, I get it. Like fire baton.
I could
Yeah.
talk in a British accent.
You can.
I could do that.
You can.
God.
You and Deanna could do like tumbling stunts.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could.
we could.
You guys could do that.
Jalen could
Yes.
put some cartwheels in there too.
Yeah, love it.
I'll stand and clap.
Yeah, we'll be like, good for you.
Go you.
Good job.
I'll be excited to see all the talents though.
Yes.
And then for Thursday, we'll have at 12 a.m. the baby stroller race, open to the parents. It's just $1 entry fee. This will be sponsored by Adena Health Systems. And then at 1 p.m. we have the baby crawling contest, open to ages 6 months to 1 year. This is also $1 entry fee. And this will also be sponsored by Adena Health System.
That'd be cute.
It is.
I'm excited for the entire morning.
I'm just telling you, number one, the baby stroller races. We always have a contest. We compete in that.
Yeah.
It's a whole Total Media like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like on.
Are you champions? Are you reigning champions?
Well, we compete against each other, so
Okay.
no, and I always lose because I've never changed. The only diaper I've ever changed in my life is the baby at the baby stroller race. So it's not good. But no, the crawling contest is so cute because some of them just sit down on their butt and are like, "Hi, mom and dad," or some of them like take off running, or so. You just never know what they're gonna do. So it's really funny.
At 4:30 at the Jaffe stage, we'll have TBA. It does not say who it's sponsored by. And then for the rest of the evening, we'll be having a lot of amusement with stage Okay, wait. Oh, we'll have Jerry Branscombe at General Mills Stage, sponsored by Montgomery Machine Shop. And then at 5:30 p.m., we'll have the wing eating contest.
Oh, man.
I will not be participating in that.
No.
Oh, Rowdy's?
Rowdy's Smokehouse sponsors that.
Oof.
And then at 6:30, everybody's excited for, is the Ricky Lee. He will be performing at the Jaffe Stage and sponsored by B.E. Davis Trucking. And then at 7 p.m., we'll have Majestic Dreamers at General Mills Stage, sponsored by Randy Evans Construction. And then at 8 p.m. that night, we'll have the Wet Bandits at the Jaffe Stage, sponsored by Fannin Construction.
Very cool.
And then for Friday's events, Jalen's going to say those ones.
What are you talking about?
At 3 p.m., apple pie judging contest brings to Jaffe Stage, sponsored by Osborne Equipment Co. At 5:30 p.m., TBA General Mills Stage, sponsored by Lewis INS Agency. 5:30 p.m., TBA Jaffe Stage, sponsored by Belicio Foods. 7:30 p.m., Gary Everett Jaffe Stage, sponsored by Jones Stevenson INS Agency. 8 p.m., Mothman General Mills Stage, sponsored by Slark's Tire. 9 p.m., Nashville Artist Blackhawk.
Good job.
Jaffe Stage, sponsored by City of Jackson. I can't say tourism.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Everybody's excited to see Black Hawk.
I know. Okay, so they were popular. You want to know when they were popular?
When?
90s?
Your Horse Queen era.
Now you're getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She smells what I'm cooking.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were super popular in the 90s. And so it's like fun, like when you grow up, like listening to these bands. So I feel like I know like all those songs. So it'd be exciting to see them like in person.
Are you going to be like jumping around, like waving your hands?
I'll probably be like,
Rocking
yeah.
out.
I'll
Bring
be like,
your light.
Oh, yeah.
Concert ready.
yeah. I might wear my hat with my tiara,
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
which is in my car, which is a whole other story. My mom found it the other day.
Really?
I had a cowboy hat with a tiara.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We should get cowboy hats.
I'll
fit
lend
in.
That would have been
you.
good for the fair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can share
Yeah.
my
We'll
cowboy
pass
hat. with the
We'll treasure it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. All right, so that brings us to Saturday, which is like crazy wild day at the Jackson Apple Festival.
Yeah, so Saturday is the last closing day. There will be a 5K run at 7 a.m. Well, registration's at 7. The run starts at 8, sponsored by Kiwanis. The Pretty Baby contest on the Jaffe Stage is at 9 a.m., sponsored by Mayhew Brown Funeral Home.
Oh.
The Apple Festival volleyball tournament will be at the JHS Gym with the trophy sponsored by Cole Kirby and Associates starting at 10 a.m. From 10 to 4 will be the Apple Festival Cruisin' at Manpower Park, sponsored by Apple City Motorcycle Club. The Little Queens contest will be at 11 a.m. on the Jaffe Stage, sponsored by Ohio Valley Bank. The Farm Bureau Hog Wild contest winners will be at 12 p.m. on the Jaffe Stage. 12:15 will be when they announce the new Little Queen, sponsored by Ohio Valley Bank on the Jaffe Stage. 12:30 is the Hard Cider Hillbillies on the General Mills Stage. At 1 is the JHS Band Festival at the Alumni Stadium, and the Marching 110 will also be performing, I think, around 3 or 3:30. So that will be fun. They will also be in all the parades the Wednesday and the Saturday night parade this week.
We were talking about that, how that's like 200 extra people.
They said
230.
214.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a lot of extra people to have to corral.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy is my sister has been in the marching band in high school, and now she's in the marching 110. So she's getting like extra years at the Apple Festival again.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I don't think there's been a big college band perform like this since OSU came.
That
That was like
was-
2001.
Was
I
it
believe-
that long ago?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't alive yet.
I wasn't born yet.
But that would have been neat to see.
I don't think any of us were born yet.
No. No, that was really cool because they went through separately and then they all got together, like the Jackson band and the OSU band, and then they marched through the parade again together.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really cool.
We need to ask 110 to do that.
Yeah. There you go. Just tell them we said so.
Yeah.
The Queen said so.
You are commanded to do so.
Yes.
So then while the band show is still going on at the stadium, the rollerblade and rolleroo will be at the Jaffe stage at 1. At 2:30 then will be James Mary and the Parts Supply on the General Mills stage, sponsored by Dave's Cleaning Service. At 3 p.m. will be Mandatory Fun, presented by the 338th United States Army Band on the Jaffe stage, sponsored by Stockmeister Companies. And at 5 p.m. at Christ Church will be the OFEA Queens Reception, which is our luncheon, sponsored by Holzer Health Systems. There's more, wow.
It goes on and on.
30-06 will be at the General Mills stage at 5 p.m., sponsored by Starks Collision Center. The Red Brush Band will be on the Jaffe stage at 5:30, sponsored by Jackson County Banking Center. At 7:15 will be the Dynamic Mention Drum Corps at the Jaffe stage, sponsored by Cotner, Cooley, Clark, and Sharp LLC. And then the big event is our grand finale parade, which is the largest cider parade in Ohio, will be at 7:45. There will be over 175 units with a band competition, float judging, all of the OFEA Queens, which stands for Ohio Festivals and Events. And that is sponsored by General Mills. And then at the conclusion of the parade, they'll announce the parade winners. And then at 10, they will announce the raffle winners and the auctions for the Jaffe items. And then I believe all of the booths that are auctioning things off during the week. And then at 11, the festival will close. And
You'll be sad.
Yep, the 82nd Annual Apple Festival will come to an end. So.
Oh, no.
That doesn't mean our rain will end.
We'll have
Yeah.
4 to 5 events after, and then we'll be done.
We'll continue to travel around throughout the fall and into Christmas, all the way up until next year's Apple Festival contest, the Saturday before Easter.
No tears at the Apple Festival.
No, absolutely. It is just a celebration.
It is mandatory fun. Like what was?
Yep.
It says so on the paper right there.
So you have to be fun.
Yes.
How can you not have fun?
How can you not have fun at the Apple Festival?
So many activities.
That's right. So what do you look forward to most of this week?
Jalen, do you want to go ahead? What's your favorite thing to do at the Apple Festival?
Probably ride rides.
What's your favorite ride? Do you like the scary ones?
My favorite ride is probably Roundup.
Okay. Is that the one where you're like in the cage and it just goes around?
Or is it the one that goes up and down? The one you had us try at?
No, that's not it.
That's not it.
It's like a
That's
hog
the-
ride or something.
She had me ride a ride that like you spun up and down and you were going around circles up in the air and then your cage was spinning. It was not very fun.
That
She
was
liked
the-
it, but I did not.
That was the rocket.
No.
Was that one?
That was the rocket.
That's
The rocket. I will not be going on the rocket this week.
No tears at the Apple Festival.
No tears.
Or vomit, hopefully.
Yana?
Oh, I have to probably say the traditions throughout the week, like just the apple peeling, the apple pie eating contest, the blizzard eating contest. My dad and his friend and my brother always do that, and they won it a couple years ago. So I think, and also just the parade. So I like all the traditions of the Apple Festival and getting to see them every year.
My answer is kind of similar to that. I mentioned this on the radio earlier. Yesterday, on Monday, there was a apple tree planting in honor of Janet Regal, and when I was there, I was just thinking that like this is the whole reason I tried out to be queen, is just like getting to see all the people being proud of their community and being kind to each other and like just supporting each other and seeing all of that happen. People coming together at the festival is what I really look forward to the most, and I'm also excited for the parades and all the traditions and all the contests. It's going to be a fun time.
Cool.
Yeah, like they both said, seeing the community is probably something that I'm most looking forward to this week, especially walking up and down the booths and seeing all the small businesses from throughout town and then other small businesses throughout the area that will set up booths throughout the week, and just getting to walk around and take pictures with people and ride the rides with with Jalen and with the other little queen contestants, and really just to kind of see the community come together, and also the food. I'm excited for that as well.
Hello.
I have like Tums in our little queen's quarters. I'm a little nervous for what's gonna happen after I eat all this food.
I have my eye on the Christchurch famous chicken noodles.
Oh.
Every
I didn't-
time
yeah.
last year I went to go get them, they were sold out. And then I waited 20 minutes for them to make more, and they sold out right in front of me to the person in line right in front of me. So this year I'm getting there early.
I love deep fried Oreos. Like I have to get those. Or
I'm just
funnel
gonna say,
cake.
I like never really tried a lot of food at the Apple Festival. I normally came for parades and stuff when I was younger, and then I would get like a gyro just to take home with me. So I'm like, I didn't know we had a cinnamon roll stand, and apparently that's very popular.
What?
Yeah.
And waffles. The waffles are good.
Ooh, those are good.
So I'm gonna
Honey,
get
the
I'm
bag
gonna
just
get the
full of
cinnamon
powdered
roll.
sugar.
Will somebody take this child to get a Molnar cinnamon roll like
We're
stacked?
going. I'm going to
Okay.
get one. I'm
We're
gonna
good
get
at
every
it.
single food.
Honey.
I'm ready to explore.
Well, you could just go ahead and stop at the Molnar cinnamon roll booth and be perfectly
It
fine.
better meet my expectations.
Oh,
I'm a
honey.
harsh food critic.
You'll be fine. I
will
promise
melt.
you will be fine.
Yeah. But there's more. I want to try. I never tried deep fried Oreos.
Deep fried Oreos are so good.
The only,
They
like-
are good. I will say they're a textural phenomenon to me.
Yeah.
Like you got crunchy and then you got that gooiness of the cookie.
Because the cookie
This
is
is
not
like a commercial
crunchy
right now.
anymore.
No,
My
it's
mouth
not.
is watering. Crunchy and
And
gooey.
and chocolatey.
I'll have to try
Yeah.
it.
So just to warn you, because that was the one thing that freaked me out when I first tried a fried Oreo was the fact that, they're
it's
soft.
good though.
Yes, they are good. They're delicious.
And of course, I feel like I need to eat apple dumplings this week from one of the apple dumpling stands. It wouldn't be
yeah.
Apple Festival without it.
There was also, with us traveling around, we get to meet a lot of new queens, and the Feast of the Flowering Moon queen is very passionate about cheese on a stick.
She's a
So,
big fan. It was
We were
Every
exploring
festival.
yesterday as we
Mhm.
were going down to Lillian Jones Museum, and there's a cheese on a stick stand. So we are going to
We're gonna
try
that
cheese on a stick.
she was shocked that we had none of us had ever had cheese on a stick, and I was envisioning just like a mozzarella stick, like on a popsicle stick, but it's actually more of just a corn dog.
Yes,
But instead
with
of
cheese.
hot dog, it's just cheese. So
It
I'm
is-
not quite sure how. We
It's-
might just all split one because I'm not quite sure how that.
I'm also
would taste.
lactose intolerant, so
Yeah.
we'll see how that
Don't do
goes.
maybe you'll pass on the cheese on a stick.
Maybe.
I ate one of those at when we went to the Wild Turkey Festival, and it was really good. And they also at the Wild Turkey Festival had the noodle booth, which was really good too. And so I agree with you on the noodle thing. Pizza rolls and noodles are the first thing I always grab, and then I'm like, okay,
So I was wondering, when we were holding up all of these wonderful, amazing items you should get,
yes,
we have an apple man. What would we have a pizza roll man? If we changed it?
Would he have like a pizza roll on his
Like
head?
a pizza roll head, and then
Something from the Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So, true story about this. When we had a restaurant down in Gallipolis, my mom had made us like a life-size Brutus Buckeye thing out of like paper mache and painted it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And so we had this cute little hostess that we hired, and she was, shall we say, a little naive, and she thought that he was toast. The Buckeye was toast.
How do you think that?
And she was like, why is there a guy with toast on his head in this restaurant? And I'm like,
You
Such a
she not her soul.
Buckeye.
I mean, I'm not even from Ohio, and I know that
yeah,
Brutus
well,
is a Buckeye, which is
just
not toast.
trust
Bless her
me
heart.
when I tell you, no, she's from West Virginia, and she, oh God,
I
we've
grew
never,
up in Charleston.
did you?
Yeah.
We never let her ever hear the end of that one.
Yeah.
Toast. So yeah, I get it. I get all the But so lots of great food, lots of great activities. If you go to the Apple Festival and you're bored, I just don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. You,
Come
you
see
can't be
us.
bored.
We'll get you something
We'll have
good to
good
do.
conversations.
Mandatory fun.
It is
Mandatory
mandatory fun. Absolutely. And you guys will be down there all week. Now, do you get out of school all week?
Just today.
And
And tomorrow.
everyone's out of school
everybody's out
tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
right.
right. Today and tomorrow.
And then-
Today's our special day. Like we're just
Yes.
out, but then tomorrow schools are out. So
Okay.
it'll be a crazy day at the festival. Everybody will
It's
be there.
gonna be.
And
It's
there's
always
the
wild.
the free rides tomorrow, which is
Jalen
think-
and I will definitely be doing free rides.
one of the hospitals sponsors that, and that's really great for all the kids that are out of school who get to ride rides all day.
Mandatory fun.
It is mandatory fun.
Sadly, where I was in the band, the year it rained, I remember my band shoes were soaking in the morning parade. And then I went to go ride rides, and where it was a free day, couldn't ride rides because all the rides were wet. So, and then you have all the band stuff on Saturday, so I didn't get to ride rides that year. But I'm excited to ride the rides
Yeah,
this
Try
year.
it out this year.
You know, not to jinx it, but we could not ask for more perfect
Oh,
weather.
this
Oh
is
my
great
gosh!
weather.
I was like looking at it
Wood.
this morning. I'm like, throw that up there, Dylan. Speaking of, look at that.
No rain
It's
till
perfect.
Monday. It's waiting how
And it's
70s,
not-
low 80s
Yeah,
all
does it go to
week
the
long.
90s? Like that's
Yeah,
The
and then in
evenings
the
are
evenings will be nice
cool.
and cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
my only issue is the cold mornings.
Yeah, it was a
I'm
little chilly
not
this morning.
a cold morning person.
The palace
Yeah,
is
Palace
the
is
House
warm.
is lovely.
Yes,
we have
it's
blankets as well, but
Thank you,
I
Dylan.
see your mother.
No, when I think of the Apple Festival, how it used to be like when I was growing up back a few years ago,
horse queen.
when I was the horse queen, how it used to be was the Apple Festival was always the first time like you busted out like your back to school clothes, like, you know, any long sleeve anything you had,
Yeah.
or like a sweatshirt, or like you got to wear that like new sweater or whatever,
show
because
it
it was
off.
always chilly in the night.
Yeah.
So, but it was always really pretty. I just always remember it was really pretty during the day, but then you always had to throw that like sweater, sweatshirt on at night. And to me, that's perfect Apple Festival.
I really
weather.
like it right now because where it hasn't rained and it's getting cool, all the leaves are starting to change colors.
I
And it's like,
know.
if you're getting your senior pictures, you better get them now because it's looking really nice.
That's exactly right.
And you were talking about getting ready to wear your new clothes. On Saturday, we'll get to premiere wearing our apple color ball
Yeah.
gowns.
I was gonna say.
You know, we've just been wearing red or white or red, white, and blue at the parades over the summer. But we
So we
I
get to
know
show
you
off
can't
our
really see.
outfits.
But yeah, we are wearing our travel outfits right now and our colors. I wear red,
Are we yellow?
Or green.
but we'll get to wear our big ball gowns for the Saturday night parade in those colors, which will be fun to have some more color on the
Yeah.
float than just red.
Yeah.
That's good,
What
though,
color do you
but-
get to wear?
I get to wear gold, but my pants didn't come, so I wear red.
Yeah. She's our little golden apple.
A little golden apple. Oh, I love it. She's a cutie pie. Well, very, very good. So, girls, is there anything else you wanted to tell our viewers while you're here?
Come out to the Jackson Apple
Yeah.
Festival.
82nd
Mandatory
Annual Apple
fun.
Festival.
Mandatory fun.
All
Mandatory
week.
fun.
There'll be rides,
Tons
games,
of contests.
contests,
Food.
something for everyone at the Apple
Don't be shy.
Festival.
And don't forget about the craft booth as well.
Yes, down at the Memorial Building in the gym, there's going to be a craft fair. Usually people with like all sorts of cute handmade jewelry. Last year there was a guy selling vinyl records. I hope he is back. I have not been down there yet. I don't think it's open. But there's also all the window displays to look at. Our window is at Michael's Ice Cream.
Yes.
Jalen's window, or not really a window, she has a whole display at Ohio Valley Bank. The past court members display is at West Banco, and then the past Queen's display is at the Farm Bureau window on Broadway Street. So those are fun to take a look at as you're walking around.
You know, it is so much fun, and it's like kind of a throwback when you get to look at like some of the
hairdos and the makeup.
yeah.
Definitely interesting.
I like looking at the crowns. They definitely got
Yeah.
my opinions on all the crowns. It's like, oh, I like that one. Oh, yeah.
I like we all like the lacy ones.
Yeah.
They're really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love this one the most.
Every year I've gone and looked at the past Queen's window,
Yes.
and I never really thought about trying out until kind of the day the paper was due, to be honest. And
well,
but it was fun to go, like, now being queen, and I've met so many of the past queens. Like, one of them is now a food truck owner, and we met her at one of the festivals.
oh, cool.
Or the 1994 queen, Marlena Evans. I've met her several times.
The mayor's
She
wife is
and the
also-
mayor like let us have their seats at the football game this past Friday when we got to toss the coin, which was a lot of fun.
We see them at a
So-
lot of festivals.
There's just ones that we'll run into. Like when we were looking at the construction of the festival, we were just walking down, and then this lady was like, "Oh, hey," and they're like, "She used to be a past queen." We're like, "Oh, well, it's wonderful to meet you." Like we just run into people all the time.
It's
Yeah.
like a sorority that you become a member of. That it's for life.
The
has-beens,
There's a
yes.
Facebook page.
The has-beens.
I will be joining after this year. But yeah, that's been really neat to kind of see how Apple Festival has grown over time. It's definitely the oldest festival out of all the ones we've been to.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
Awesome.
closest was River Days with their 60th anniversary, but we're at 82 years.
Yeah, we're at
so
80-something,
We're
yeah.
winning.
A lot of people are still in like their 40s or 50s. Some even in the 30s. Moonville, first year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see, out of all the festivals we've been to, the Apple Festival, I feel like people really don't realize that it's one of the biggest we've been to.
Yeah.
There's so much to do, so many activities, and I feel like Jaffe does a really nice job at trying to make this just a wonderful event for Jackson.
There's tons of tradition here.
Yeah.
Keeping everything home.
Yes.
You know, and I think that we grew up here, so we don't realize how special the Apple Festival is
Until you travel far away.
until you travel. And it's not to knock anybody's festival
Right.
because, but they're,
They're all
growing
amazing, yeah.
still, and they're all different. But the Jackson Apple Festival is something.
Top tier.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
top
one thing.
tier.
I'm not from Jackson originally. We moved here 4 years ago. I grew up in Charleston, West Virginia. And so I had never really lived anywhere that there was a big festival like this where like the whole community got together and we got off school. Like I thought that was the craziest thing. And so actually because of that, we moved here about a month before the 2019 Apple Festival, which I was in for the 8th grade marching band. So I've never actually been to an Apple Festival with parades I wasn't in. So that will be interesting in the future to come back and visit. But it's been like I'd never been somewhere where there was an event where the community was just so involved and everyone, like they were talking about, just comes together to celebrate the community and their traditions. And people, like, as we go around these festivals, we'll have people all over be like, "Oh, I'm from Jackson. I'm going to the Apple Festival," or like, "Oh yeah, we always go to that."
Yeah,
So
there's always times we're in a parade and someone will be like, "Oh, the Jackson Apple Festival. We'll be seeing you guys soon."
Yeah.
And everybody anticipates
all the way
it.
up in, I think, Commercial Point, we had a lot of people, which is past Circleville, up north towards Columbus. And we had a bunch of people
Oh,
go,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, we always go to the Apple Festival," which I thought was really neat that it's not just a Jackson County thing.
Oh,
It's-
sure. Well, I tell this story a million times on the show, but it's so funny. When I was in college, I went to Capital University in Columbus on Bexley. And I remember one year, I don't know what it was, but like my professors knew I was from Jackson, and it was like so funny. They were like, "Oh, are you going home for the Apple Festival?" Yeah. "Here's some money. Would you bring me back apple butter?" And I'm like,
It's good apple butter.
it's so good. But again, that's one of those things that I did not realize, that the whole world didn't have people making apple butter all the time. Like, so to them, it was like such a special treat that they got. And we're just like so used to having it around. But it was so funny. So here I am, like on the Saturday of the Apple Festival, trying to find like apple butter for all these people to take back.
This is your two.
Like, this will be worth an A, correct?
Yeah.
I love apple butter. I've eaten quite a bit of
So
apple
good.
butter in my life. And the butter that they make here is probably the best I've ever had.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
so good.
go
So
visit the Apple Festival booth before it sells out, because it is
Everything
that's
the
exactly
apple
right.
butter is very
We're
good.
churning some of the apple butter today.
Yeah, we get
Yes.
to turn it. You
Made
can't
by
stop
us.
stirring it.
You can't stop stirring. Don't do that. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Are you going to stir too? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you all said that you're seniors. What's the future hold for you all? Do you know?
Well, I'm on track to graduate as one of the valedictorians of the class of 2024.
Great.
Hopefully. And then I'm planning on attending Ohio State University and studying architecture. And then I'll plan on getting my master's to be licensed. And then I don't end up knowing where I'll end up practicing architecture,
Okay.
but that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm thinking about specializing more in historic building renovations. I think that that's really neat, like in Jackson, seeing
Yeah.
like how they'll with the downtown, kind of restoring those older buildings, seeing how things have changed even since I've been here. I think it's a really neat process.
Well, we could have used you
Yeah.
in our restoration. So, yeah, that would have been good.
If you want to keep your A's, just buy your teachers some apple butter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just keep your A's, buy
me
apple
know.
butter.
I am also in the running for valedictorian when I graduate. I plan on, it's all over the place right now. I've gone through so many different jobs, ideas, but
Heard.
as of right now, I'm planning on going to Shawnee University and do physical therapy.
Okay.
I'd be a physical therapy assistant.
Very good.
For me, my future can go to so many options. I'm still deciding if I want to stay in Ohio or if I want to go towards the coast. I want to go into marine science or geology, so I've decided if I go to OSU, I'll be going in for geology and environmental science.
Cool.
But if I go to the coast, or I've looked into going to Hawaii for their marine biology program.
Yeah. Then we'll
So-
come visit.
Whatever college accepts me with the most money, I'll decide then.
There you go. Yeah. Sometimes it comes down to dollars and cents,
Yes, it
right?
does.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your future hold? 4th grade?
Do you have any future careers you've been thinking
What do you
about?
want to be when you grow up?
I was thinking I could be a nurse or something like
A
that.
nurse?
A nurse?
Or like a
Nurse.
dog trainer.
A
Dog
dog
trainer. She
I
would
mean,
be good at that. She
yes.
loves dogs.
She loves the dogs. We see a lot of dogs in parades.
I have
Yes.
pictures of her, like, we went to Feast of Flying Moon. I have a picture of her coming up to this random person's dog, and they had a ferret as well, and she's just petting them. Like,
Yeah.
and then she asks, "Oh, can I pet your dog?"
We were at Ohilco Festival, and we were doing a parade, and there were so many people with dogs, and every time Jalen would wave, and then, look, there's a dog! Oh, there's another dog! Look at that one! She's so cute.
Do you have a dog yourself?
Yeah, I have a dog. Her name's Ash.
A dog named Ash? What kind of dog is she?
Boxer.
A boxer. Well, I have a corgi puppy. Would you like to train her for me? Because I'm not doing very well with it.
I've been training my dog.
Have you?
Uh,
What have you taught her to do?
a ton of things.
Oh,
my,
yeah?
My brother taught her how to shake.
Shake? Does she sit down?
Yeah, she can sit. They went to a professional trainer.
Ah, very
Could
good.
be you someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be you someday. Come back and train my corgi for me, okay?
I volunteer at the dog pound sometimes when I was at the Wellston Library with their TAB program, and you could be volunteer at the dog pound. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Very good. They have all kind of cutie pies out there.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
begging my mom to let me get a little small puppy.
Ah,
I'm
then you can
ready
train
for
that one too. I have faith in you.
It's not work if you do what you love.
That's
So,
exactly right. You've got it. Well, I know you girls need to get to the festival. So, what all do you get to do today?
Well, in a bit we'll go see Jalen's exhibit, and then we'll go with the Fudge Ladies at which church is that?
I don't know what it's called. It's by the spot on Main, the church right behind there.
Presbyterian.
The Presbyterian
Church?
Church.
Yeah.
So we'll go and make fudge with them, and then after that, the rest of the day includes apple peeling, recrowning, and then the lip sync contest tonight, and just things in between.
And we're gonna
Cool.
meet the Grand Marshal, Mark Carmen, and we're gonna get photos with him, and then we'll do some photos with Aaron Johnson Photography, where we pretend like we're riding the rides, but really they're just sitting there and we're making faces like we're going like
Yep.
real fast. So that's why if you see
I feel like I need to be there for that.
they do like the pictures on the carousel where the girls are like, even though it's a carousel, so it's pretty slow. So we're gonna do that. That will probably take most of the afternoon, and then probably a couple last minute rehearsals before the lip sync tonight. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
that's really, I'm mostly just excited for the Apple Festival, but the lip sync is the one thing I'm a little nervous about.
yeah.
I'm in drama club, so I'm used to dancing on the stage in front of people. But it's a little different when it's just 4 people instead of an ensemble of like 30.
Yeah,
So I'm a little
all
nervous
eyes are on
about it.
you.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
Don't mess it up. No pressure.
You won the contest. You can definitely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but that was different. I just had to stand and talk. That was no dancing involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had a caramel apple before, and I saw one of the girls. Yeah, I know. I don't think I'd ever finish it. It just.
I'll
Yeah,
help
that's-
you.
I don't know. I'm not a big
Daunting.
caramel person either, but I saw one of the girls last year got like a caramel apple photo, and I kind of want to do that. But then I'm like, what am I gonna do with this caramel apple when I'm done with the
You
pictures?
just eat it, sweetie.
I'll help.
Just eat it. It's good.
I'll try cheese on a stick and a caramel apple this year.
There you go.
I'm
Proud
trying
of you.
everything.
Me
Yeah,
too.
all of it.
Yeah.
Molnar cinnamon roll. Yep.
Yep,
Mhm.
absolutely. That's
Okay.
my first.
And if they ask you if you want it plain or you just get all the stuff on it. All of
What's
it.
all the stuff?
All the stuff.
I'm a picky eater. I have to know.
You'll find out.
You'll find out. We'll pick it off if you don't eat it.
They have these like candied pecan things and
Oh my God.
cinnamon
Things you got
sugar.
Wild Turkey Festival.
And then they have
Those are
icing
good.
that they put on them. I mean, whatever you want.
Okay.
Just get all the stuff.
Okay.
Just say, I want all the stuff.
Give me it all. Give me your whole booth, actually.
And then you can run a marathon after you eat that.
Yeah.
You'll be like,
for the 5K.
Yeah.
yes,
okay.
you'll be like so hyped up on sugar for like an hour, you won't know what to do with yourself.
Then I'll vomit it up at the end.
Yeah.
It's funny. I said I wanted to run the 5K because I thought like when they said, "Oh, there's a 5K that morning," I'm like, "Oh, we get to run it, right?" And they said yes, and they were being sarcastic. I'm like,
Like, oh, yeah.
I was like, I was ready, up and ready. I was ready to get up for this 5K run.
There was actually one time, it's really
good.
funny. I think it was a Thanksgiving 5K that our town had. But like, as my family was signing up, we all went together. And I had no expectation for me to run or anything, so I signed up as a walker.
Uh-huh.
But then I get walking, and I'm like, this is taking forever. I'm going to jog a little bit. So I ended up jogging like half of the thing.
Yeah.
My family didn't know there were rewards at the end. So we just left. And then after I ran half of the thing, I was awarded the fastest walker. Okay.
Oops.
So-
Did you tell on yourself?
No, we just left. I
This
did.
is her confession live on
Yeah.
air.
Yeah. So I have a plaque now. So we might have to walk the 5K.
Speaking of plaques, when I went to the Strawberry Festival with Jalen, while Abby was on her Harvard trip and then she was at another trip, we had won the best float at Strawberry Festival. So you're having this long line of queens about to introduce themselves, and we were pretty much the last float out. So Jalen and I are sitting in the back of this line. They're like, and here's Jackson Apple Festival for best float, and we get to skip the entire line. And we have this plaque now that says best float Strawberry Festival.
Yay!
Of course.
So cool.
Mhm.
You two represented real well.
Yeah, best float apparently.
I think that's the farthest away festival that the court goes to. We weren't able to go to that one.
Bummer.
I wasn't able to go to any of the 4th of July parades, which I was really
Harvard,
disappointed to
yeah.
miss the one here in Jackson.
Tell us
But-
why.
Well, I was in Boston studying at Harvard University for 2 weeks this summer.
Nice. That'll do.
I went as a Joyce Ivy Foundation Scholar, which is a scholarship program that helps girls in the Midwest get to do these summer programs at different institutions in the Northeast. So I got to take a writing class, critical reading and writing at the college level, which was a lot of fun. I loved getting to explore Boston, especially on 4th of July. It was
Oh
neat
yeah,
to be
that
there.
would've been fun.
I saw like where the Boston Massacre was. I didn't actually see where the Tea Party was. My parents went down to it after they dropped me off. It was kind of far away, but I saw like the Paul Revere House, Old North Church, all of the different historical sites. So even though I was
cool.
sad to miss my queen duties, it was a pretty neat trip. So
You know, I'd say that that'll do. And you know, it's weird that you can, you know, learn about these things in a history book, but actually getting to like see them is a whole different situation. Yeah.
Boston was so crazy because it would be all of these skyscrapers and then just a random old building. It was like, oh yeah, that's where the Boston Massacre was. Or we were walking and there was all these Italian restaurants and then we turn a corner and there was the Old North Church just right there.
Just right there.
Like we weren't even trying to find it. We were just walking around and it was just there. And I don't know. It was really neat how it was just the old and the new all right there. So.
Speaking of historical events, like I miss Commercial Point. I've only missed 2 events, I think, but we do a lot on like the sidelines. And I got to be a delegate in Washington D.C. for the Ohio Electric Corporation. So I got to spend like almost 2 weeks in Washington D.C. with a whole bunch of other Ohio delegates, and I got to meet people from all around the United States. So I met a girl from Hawaii. She was one of my favorite people, and I have a friend from Iowa now. But I mean, I think we just do a lot on this side, and it's I think people don't realize, like, even though we are on this court, we still do a lot on the side, and we can still handle both of the things at the same time.
I think we should tell about ourselves, like what we're involved in.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, Abby.
Well, first of all, we were talking about meeting people from all the world. I just want to mention that there was a girl I'd met at Harvard who'd been to the Jackson Apple Festival.
No.
She was from Newark, Ohio, and I was like, well, and I said I was from Jackson. She's like, oh, I've been there for the Apple Festival. I was like, well, I got something to tell you, a little funny story. So that was really neat.
I'm kind of the queen.
That someone
No,
knew
that's
where I
hilarious,
was
yeah.
from. But other than being Apple Festival Queen, I'm the senior class president. I'm the president of National Honor Society. I'm a member of the band where I play piccolo, and I'm one of the flute section leaders. I am in the drama club. This year will be a stage manager for the fall play, and then I've done cast most of my theater career. I'm in Leo's Club. I'm a representative for Leo's Club. I'm in Interact Club, and I was a Rotary Senior this month. I'm trying to remember. I don't want to forget anything.
Regional scholars.
Oh, yes. I was a regional scholar, which was a conference for our students in the southeastern part of Ohio, where we went to like a summer camp and did leadership activities.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to meet people from like all over the region, and then I've seen like one of the girls. She actually plays music at festivals, so that's been
One of the girls is on the court too.
Yeah, we met one of the girls at what was that?
River Days.
River Days
Oh,
court.
cool.
Yeah, it
It's
was
funny how it goes full circle.
I don't know
huh?
what
Yeah.
court she's on, but that's where we met her.
Yeah, we met her at River Days.
Cool.
So I stay busy, though I have to say that this is probably my favorite activity that I'm involved in. It's a nice break when I'm busy all throughout the week, than to know to have a festival to look forward to
Sure.
on the weekends. And even like I work at Archinetti's part-time as a hostess, and I have people recognize me. I'll be there like cleaning someone's table, carrying their dishes of ranch and wings, and then one of the waitresses will be like, "That person just asked if you were the Apple Festival Queen." Or one of the girls that I work with there, one of the waitresses was a Parade of the Hills Queen back in the 2000s. And so she was showing me a picture of her hair, and she had on her crown and sash. I was like, "Oh, what court are you on?" And I think that was my first day working with her, and so she didn't know. So it was kind of neat that like we could both talk about having gone to festivals. So this has been, it's like my break activity. I really enjoy getting to go and visit all the festivals
I get it.
and talk about something that I love. I love going to the Apple Festival.
Very cool. Well, we have a few minutes. What are you guys all into?
I am the senior class secretary.
I was too.
I'm a secretarian. I'm also secretary of Interact. I was a Rotary Senior this month too. I was in Regional Scholars as well. I cheerlead. I'm on varsity cheerleading.
National Honor Society.
I am a secretary of National Honor Society.
We're in a lot of the same
I'm seeing a
things.
theme here.
Yeah, she's president. I'm secretary. Let's see what else. I am a part of a nonprofit organization. It's outside of school. It's called Change for Love, which is a suicide prevention and awareness organization. And so this summer I got to go to Pike County Fair and pass out just like school supplies for free for anyone who needed that, just to help them
Cool.
have a good school year. I think that's pretty much it.
Very good.
For me, I am in quite a bit of activities. I first like to say, like, I like to have being on the Apple Festival court because it is a break. Like, I like that I can do my school week or anything I've done throughout the summer, and then on the weekend, Apple Festival. I get to ride rides, I get to eat food, I get to have the
You
fun.
get to be a
car rides.
kid.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like it's almost I heard at the Sweet Corn Festival, this queen, she was saying like, I'm giving up my crown and sash. I just graduated. This is like my last childhood.
yeah.
So it's like I feel like
Yeah,
it's my
you get
last
to be
part
a
of my
kid.
childhood I'm gonna have to give up because I recently just turned 18. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's all coming down. But I am the leader of our Youth Climate Action Team. So we do a lot of volunteer service, and I'm starting up recycling back at the school because after COVID we just stopped recycling. So I'm hoping to start composting and recycling is my big project this year. I'm on band council. I'm also our historian at the Jackson High School for band, and I'm a piccolo as well.
Nice.
I'm also a varsity singles tennis player. I'm actually playing doubles for regionals this year. And I'm also the captain of the tennis team.
You girls are wild.
And then I'm involved in 4-H, so I do camp counseling. So I got to do beginner camp over this summer, and I'm on the junior fair board. So I do like showmanship. I got to show all the kids around during the fair.
Cool.
I'm also a teen advisory board member, and so I'm part of the Wilson Library, so I help out with their summer reading program. Mm-hmm. My family's been part of the Friends of Lake Alma for years, so I'm on their junior board, and so I help with like cleanup days, getting ready for Lake Alma events, and let me just say, getting prepared for weddings there is not a fun event. I think that's pretty much it. And then I'm also part of a lot of clubs at the school, like Leo's, YLA, and the Youth and Government. I got to participate in that trip last year with these three, or two. And pretty much a lot of volunteer groups I'm involved with at school.
Well, we can't be more proud of you girls. Not only are they lovely and well-spoken, they are very selfless as well. So thank you for that. And the main thing is everybody come out to the Apple Festival. You all have a great week, and all of these
Mandatory
folks
fun.
here. What mandatory fun?
Yeah.
We'll have mandatory
fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Come get some goodies too.
Yes,
Come
buy
get your
all the
pen
things.
and your magnet.
Yes.
And what are you
Represent.
going to get on your cinnamon roll?
Everything.
All the stuff. All the stuff. All right. Well, we have to get out of here for the day because we all have to go to the Apple Festival.
Yes.
So we'll
Better see you guys
probably
out
see you
there.
down there again. So have a wonderful day, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with some more fun guests talking about things that are going on at this year's Apple Festival. So we will see you then. If you see these girls out on the street, say hi and enjoy the festival. We'll see you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, TheTelegramNews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Subscribe today at TheTelegramNews.com.
Check it out.